everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to another episode of Technoid. Today we have got a brand new review, a very special one coming to the channel. I want to thank Veise for being a part, not the credit card company, the smart lock company. I want to thank them in advance for being a part of today's episode. I would also like to thank Mrs. Technoid for letting me demonstrate on her door. This is the smart Wi-Fi lock for your home door. This is the whole complete package. We have the inside and outside interior. We'll show you different shots. This is what you use to unlock your door, as well as the handle that comes included, and also going to take a look at the smart adapter that comes in the box as well. We're going to break down everything that they sent over, talk to you about all the tech specs, everything you need to know, and more importantly, if this is a worthy investment, especially if you're trying to build a smart home. Now, inside of the box, you get your smart lock. The smart lock is your standard lock. It has a numeric keypad in the front. It also has an NFC reader, which we will discuss in a few moments. On top of that, it also features a new lock system on the inside, which we'll break down as we show the installation. Inside the box also is that little plug that I just showed you before, if you didn't see it. Essentially, we'll explain how that ties into the video. And then lastly, to round it all off, you get your keys, you get a key reader for the NFC, and then more to come on how the door works. Now, when it comes to the installation, it is very standard. It fits almost every door, but it is recommended before you install the door lock that you try your best to not, in my opinion, not to just go ahead and put it on. Make sure it covers all of the gaps. There's no paint scrubs, there's no excess paint if you have to repaint the door, and also making sure that it is the right fitting for the door. Now, the door handles were put on separately. It is part of a separate package, which we will discuss in a later video, but it is compatible with this door lock as well. On top of that, the interior inside, when you install it, works with a motorized mechanism that does use AA batteries, which is a positive of its own. So that way, if there's a power outage, it can still unlock the door with a motor, so you don't have to be dependent on the house power. But it is a slight negative because if you wanted it to be tapped into the power of the door, let's say outside electricity, there is no way to technically hardwire it, so that is a slight positive negative. But once you put the batteries in and then you install the door, it does work just as advertised. Now, there are multiple ways to unlock the door. Your standard way is as follows. Lock it just like that, and it has a nice speaker on the inside, so that way you can hear when you lock and unlock the door. You also have your standard keys, which work just fine. You also have the NFC card reader, which you can pair with the door with the app, which we're going to get to in a few moments. You tap it onto the keypad and it unlocks the door. But also the biggest one and the coolest feature is the fingerprint scanner. Now, I haven't used this door lock, although I have been monitoring it in my reviews, but don't take my word for it. We're gonna transition into Mrs. Technoid to talk all about her experience with the door lock, and then we'll talk about the app support. So Mrs. Technoid, why don't we talk about your experience?
Okay, so my experience has been really good. I really like this. I've had your old classic door handle and I'm tired of going into my pocketbook, taking out my keys. So it's been really helpful. Like, I love the fact that you can enter into a passcode or you can use your finger ID, especially when I'm carrying a lot of bags from the store. It's so much easier. I am a bit of a shopper, so this is like super easy for me to just come in and press and then it opens. And I love this, it's been great. And also the design and color too, it matches my door so much better. And I feel like this is like really popular now, this color as well. And I just love the look and feel of it as well.
Now, in regards to the app support, ignore the outside noise, guys. This is a very hard one to do. But in regards to the app support is actually very good. Not only does it work by Bluetooth, but it does allow for you to program your fingerprint. You can program up to 5 fingerprints, I believe, of different people, or you can program your own fingerprint twice to ensure its authenticity. One thing that I did notice when I tried to use it on my own testing, I did find that you had to press your finger on multiple times. So that is one negative that they could work on with a firmware update if they release a firmware update. In regards to everything else with the door, you have the master keys, the master lock codes, and then the regular codes to unlock the door. So you could program everything in the app, and the app is actually very easy to use. But now let's talk about that smart plug right over here in this corner. Now, you might be asking yourself, what does that smart plug have to do with anything in regards to the smart lock? Well, this is where it gets interesting, because on top of it working with the smart lock and linking it to the app, you can use it to access Google Assistant or Amazon Lexi. Yes, we're not saying the other word because we don't want to trigger anybody else's you-know-what. But if you tell Lexi to unlock your door and open your door, it will now unlock the door and it will be done by your voice. So that's another added convenience. So using it with a voice assistant is a huge positive. So definitely take advantage of that if you get this. The price of this smart lock with the door handle separately is $100. Now for $100, you are getting a very good system. It does have built-in security. Thankfully, I have been in contact with the company, asking them all the security questions, and they have ensured that this is end-to-end encryption. There is no data leaks, nothing of that to be worried about. Now again, take that with a grain of salt if you wish, but they do work to protect your privacy and also ensuring that your connection is stable and not being shared across any other devices. For $100, I can't argue it, because on the one hand, while there are a few negatives that they could tweak with some updates, this actually performs very well and gives you a new added sense of convenience. If you're going to talk about convenience and you want to talk about ease of use, this is the way to go. There's no other way to say it. Now, the only thing I would have wished for is that they had a secondary for the bottom handle, so you can have two locks. But of course, that would be a little bit complicated, but I would have liked the double lock system where this can be your smart lock and this also works as a smart lock on its own with a separate key and everything like that. But of course, that is an idea for another time. But all in all, I do think that this is a very, very good product. And as you heard from Mrs. Technoid, it does add an ease of use and convenience to it. So I absolutely recommend it. For $100, you're not breaking the bank. You don't have to pay any subscriptions for extra stuff. You're getting a very good smart lock.
I thought it was 200.
It's 100.
Oh.
So that's my review of the smart lock. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If there's any questions or concerns that you may have, please write them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, you can hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my videos as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on the next episode. Have a good day, and peace!